Hello children, welcome back to ICT class. This is a video class number 52 and in the previous class itself we have started our revision class regarding every chapters in ICT textbook. So what we had discussed in our previous class? Yes, we have revised first and second chapter. First chapter GIMP software and second chapter LibreOffice Writer software, and also we had done two examples from these chapters. So hope you all remember all those activities that we had covered in a previous class session. And in today's class session we are going to revise fourth chapter, which is programming mechanism using Python programming language. Do you remember that programming language Python? Yes, we had studied different sections, different functions used in Python programming, like if function, for function, then while function, etc. So in today's class session we will revise these sections in Python programming language. So shall we start the class? Okay, so in fourth chapter Python programming we have discussed several examples like printing statements, then finding area of a rectangle, area of a square, then polygon, number of sides or sum total of the sides of polygon, then displaying a string. For example, you are a student of DBHSS. So sample programs in Python programming. Then we had moved to different functions in Python programming, like if function, for function, then range, then while function. So different functions was there. So we will discuss each one, okay, in today's class session. Okay, so first topic was sample printing statement. So we can print different statements. So what we are typing inside the double quotes is considered as strings. In Python programming we had to print some statements or some words that we are putting inside some double quotes, that is considered as strings. So what we are typing inside the double quotes will display as a result. Okay, so here the output or result will be hello itself. In the similar way, print 1 2 3, in double quotes I am giving print 1 2 3. So it will considered as string and the displayed result as 1 2 3 itself. And other example is print 1 plus 2. What will be the answer? Print 1 plus 2, 3. It will does the mathematical calculation. So different variants are there for the printing statement. It is given in your textbook page number 47. There you can see a table. So study that table thoroughly. Okay. So different variants are there in the sample printing statement. You have to study this result, what will be the output of this corresponding printing statements in by heart. Then next we had moved to sample programming, like area of a rectangle. There we had studied two different functions called eval and input, isn't it? Eval means evaluation, input means we can enter something. Okay, so in that sample program we had studied two different functions, eval and input. After that we had discussed if function. If means conditional statement. If else, conditional statement, it will check a condition. For example, score. So if it is greater than 80, then it will display the result as A plus, or if it is less than 80, else statement will work. You are not passed or you are not selected. So that is the conditional statement. And after that we had studied for and while. For and while statements are looping statements. Looping statement means what? Repeating statement. For example, odd numbers and even numbers. If you are doing odd numbers and even numbers from 0 to 10, the condition must be repeated. So that is what looping statement. So inside this for statement we are using one other function called range, isn't it? Range function. So these are the important topics in fourth chapter. I will discuss the activity by using this functions. I will show different activities of this programming statement. So if function, eval and input function, then range. Range means using in for and while for repeating or looping, it will considered as looping statements. So we have to print odd numbers, even numbers from 0 to 100 or 0 to 50. So the condition must be repeating. Okay, so that is what for and while. So these are the different functions that we are discussed in 4th chapter. Okay, so now I will show the activity by using Ideally software. In Ideally software, we are typing this programming statement. So I will show one by one using Ideally software.
Let's start the class with the software called Ideally Integrated Development Learning Environment to do the programming language Python. Do you remember the activities that we have done using Python software? So go to Applications, Programming, Ideally. Open the corresponding software Ideally. Then what you have done in this Ideally software? So for typing simple statements, we can type here like print in double quotes 1 plus 2. What will be the answer? It will done the concatenation, because in double quotes whatever things we are giving inside the double quotes will consider as strings in Python program. So 1 is a string, 2 is a string, because it is defined in double quotes. So in between you can see a plus symbol. So what will be the answer? 1 and 2, 1, 2, 12, because this 1 and 2 got joined, concatenation. Then next we can type another thing, print 1 plus 3. What will be the answer? 4, because it's a mathematical operation, no strings are there. So it will done the mathematical operation. So these are simple statements using Python software, Python programming. Then if you wish to do the area of a rectangle, then area of square, then examining the scores, like that, it consists of so many lines of programming statement. So that we can use file, new file option, file, new file. So here you can see a notepad like structure or a blank space in order to type every sentence. So let's start do the first activity, area of a square. Area of rectangle is described in your textbook. In similar way, we can add area of square. So for area of square, what will be the equation? Yes, side into side. So for that, we have to enter one particular number, and that must be saved inside one letter. So I am giving S as letter, S equal to eval bracket input bracket, then in double quotes give the string, enter the side, then close the double quotes, close two bracket. So here what is the usage of eval and input? Do you remember that? Input means here we can enter some data. That's why we are using input function. Eval means evaluation. What we have entered here will get evaluated. So here we have to do the calculation side into side. That's why we have used eval function. Then here two brackets had opened. So close that two brackets. Then next sentence is what? For another variable, store the corresponding equation S into S, because to that letter S we have stored the side value. So the equation is this corresponding side into side. So whatever letter we are using here, you must specify that corresponding letter in the equation. Then third line is we have to print the corresponding result. So print of, in double quotes specify the string, area of the square is, then close the double quotes. Then our area got stored in the variable A. So separate the string by using a comma. Separate the string, then specify the corresponding letter A, because our result got saved in variable A. So area of the square is, this is string because it is specified in double quotes. Whatever things we are specifying inside the double quotes will get displayed in the result. So after the string, separate it by using a comma, then give the corresponding variable to which our result is saved. Then close the bracket. After that, save this or click on run option. Run module. Then they will ask you to save this corresponding file. So click on OK button. Then give a corresponding file name .py. Save this corresponding file. So in our Python shell, they will ask you to enter the side. So I am giving 5. So what will be the answer of a square with side 5? 5 into 5, 25. So let's check the result. See, area of the square is, that is our string. That is our string because that is displayed in double quotes. Area of the square is 25. So here the variable is A. So this computer will check what is stored in A. A means side into side. So 5 into 5, 25. So in this manner you can do the area of square. So this is first activity. Then next activity is using if function. Do you remember that if function? Here in your textbook it is given if function, examining the score. So let's do that activity. First, to a variable we have to save the score, eval of input of bracket, then in double quotes type the string, enter the score, close two bracket. After that, specify the function if and give the condition. If A means our entered score because that is stored in the variable A. So if A less than 80 or greater than 80, then the syntax is you have to give a colon. So this is the syntax. If you forget to give the colon, it is wrong. So specify, declare the function called if, then A greater than 80. If that score is greater than 80, then you have to print selected. The next is else value, otherwise. So specify else double quotes. You don't have to specify the condition again because if A greater than 80, automatically we get the result selected. Else means otherwise. Otherwise value print not selected. So this is our next program. So let's run this program. Click on run option, run module, click on OK. They will ask you to enter the score. So above 80, I am entering a value above 80. So result will be you are selected. Yes. Again, we can run this corresponding module. Again, they will ask you to enter the score. So now I am entering value below 80. I am entering 50. So what will be the answer? Below 80, not selected. See? So this is the next program using if function. Then last program is for and while. For and while function by using range option. Here you can see the range option. Study the range function in by heart. I have already described what is the use of this three different range function. So you have to study this corresponding box. Then last program is what? Odd numbers and even numbers by using the range function in for function. So let's do that activity. So next is for function for displaying odd numbers and even numbers. So let's type that for function. So type or declare the for function for a variable I in range of, in this bracket you have to specify the corresponding value 1, 30, 2. So what does this three numbers indicate? 1 means the starting value, 30 means up to 30 we will get the result, and the last number 2 means what? increment value, how much it should get increased, then give a colon. So this is the syntax of for loop. After that, press enter, then type print of this corresponding variable I. Then let's see the result. Click on run option, run module, click on OK. See, up to 29 we got the odd numbers with 2 increments. Okay, so this is the for loop function, for loop programming. So while also we are doing like this, but the syntax is different. You have to study it from your textbook. No need to study any different programs. Study only the programs that is described in your textbook. Okay, so let's see the important topics in Python programming. So here we have done symbol print statement, then area of a square, then what if function for examining the score, then for function, then while also is described in your textbook. So these are the important programs in Python.
Hope you all understood each and every programming statement that we are done using different functions like if, eval and input, symbol printing statement, then for and while, etc. So you have to study different functions in by heart because double quotes or colon, they are all important in this programming statement, and study what will be the output of sample printing statement. So it is described in your textbook itself. Study the programs from your textbook. Okay, so that's our chapter 4 programming. So we have discussed.
So the first topic was binary language. Binary language means computer's language. It is also known as machine language, indicated using 2 numbers 0 and 1. Then next is about programming in Python. So first we have discussed the simple print statement. So there are different variants for this print statement. You have to study that table given in your textbook. Print a string, or printing a number, or printing a mathematical operation. So you have to study each and every printing statement. Then next comes finding area of rectangle and square. Square is not described in your textbook, but you have to study how you can do the programming statement for finding the area of a square. So I have done it using my system. So you have to study that program. Find area of rectangle and square. There we are using eval and input function. Input means for entering some value, and eval means for doing evaluation. So that is what finding area of rectangle and square. Then comes the functions used in Python programming. First function is conditional statement. If and else function. That is what conditional statement. We will give one condition. According to that condition, it will print the result. For example, examining score of a student. Then next we have discussed about another function called range function. To a particular range, it will get repeated. Looping statement, and this range function is used in the looping statement called for and while function. The usage is same, but the way of writing the syntax is different. So you have to study for and while function, and the example is displaying odd and even numbers. That is what repeating. After the value 1 for odd number, next value 3 will appear, then 5, then 7. So that is what repeating, looping statement, and this range function we are using inside the for and while function. So this is chapter 4. You have to study each and every programming statement in by heart, because if you miss one colon, the answer will be wrong. So you have to study this corresponding programming statement. So hope you all understood about each and every activities that I have discussed in today's class. Okay.
Here are some homework questions for you. Try to find out the answers of the given programming statements and write it in your notebook. Study 4th chapter, and after that try to do the homework questions by yourselves. Okay, then write it in your notebook. So that's all for today. We'll continue in the next class. In our next class, we will discuss 5th chapter. 5th chapter, 4 different softwares was there. So we'll discuss one by one in our next class. So that's all for today. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.